Narrator dramatic, slow, a federal courtroom, a powerful judge with years of unchecked authority. And at the center, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, fined $500 million in one of the most stunning judicial overreaches in U.S. history. What followed was nothing short of revolutionary. Jasmine not only refused to bow down but turned the entire court, jury, press, even fellow lawyers against the very man who tried to destroy her. This is the moment that shook America. Scene 1. The courtroom opens. The camera pans across a packed courtroom. Reporters, flashing cameras, and restless murmurs fill the air. Judge Harrison Cole, a stern, silver-haired man with an air of superiority, slams his gavel. Judge Cole coldly, order in this court. Representative Jasmine Crockett, you stand before me accused of contempt, obstruction, and deliberate attempts to defame this court. After reviewing the evidence, I hereby impose a fine of $500 million. Gasps erupt. Reporters, pens freeze mid-scribble. Reporter whispering, $500 million. That's unheard of. He's bankrupting her on the spot. JasmineCrockett.com, yet firm, Your Honor, with all due respect, that ruling is not law, it's vengeance wrapped in a robe. The room grows still. Scene to the 80. Cole snapping silence. You will not insult this court again. Pay the fine or face imprisonment. Jasmine leaning forward. You want to silence me with a number so outrageous. It makes Wall Street scandals look like parking tickets. But here's the truth. This isn't about the law. This is about you, your bias, your corruption, and your fear of accountability. The jury stirs. The press leans in closer. Scene 3. Jasmine strikes. BACK. Jasmine slowly lifts a folder from her table. The defense team looks confused. They hadn't seen this before. Jasmine voice rising. Before you fine me $500 million, maybe this court deserves to see what I've uncovered. Sealed documents, contracts, rulings, and payments, all tying you, Judge Cole, to the very corporations under investigation. Shell companies, offshore accounts, bribery funneled through law firms. Do I need to keep going? The courtroom erupts in shock. Judge Cole face reddening. Those documents are inadmissible. Jasmine cutting him off. They're admissible when they reveal that the man presiding here has no moral or legal ground to stand on. Scene 4. The court turns. Juror number 3 whispering loudly. Is this true? Has the judge been bought off? Reporter to cameraman. Get this is bigger than the fine. This could end his career. Jasmine commanding the room. You fine me $500 million to break me. But what breaks today is the illusion that this court is pure. If the law only bends for the rich and powerful, then this gavel is just a weapon, not justice. The audience claps before the bailiff can silence them. Scene 5. The EXP Locio and Judge Cole furious. Shouting, remove her from this court immediately. Bailiffs move toward Jasmine. She doesn't flinch. Instead she raises her voice but every corner of the courtroom shakes. Jasmine, go ahead. Drag me out. But remember, history is watching. Every reporter in this room, every juror on that bench, every citizen outside, they now know the truth. You don't fine people $500 million for speaking truth to power, unless you've got something to hide. The crowd roars. Even the jury applauds. Scene 6. The BRA Kadodo. Judge Cole slams his gavel repeatedly. His voice cracks. Judge Cole, this is my courtroom, my authority. Jasmine cutting him off, calm and piercing. Authority without integrity is nothing. The cameras zoom in on his trembling hands. Reporters rush out to file breaking news alerts. Scene 7. The turning point. The courtroom now feels like a revolution in progress. Juror number 5 standing up. Your Honor, we, the jury, refuse to participate in this trial any further until these allegations are investigated. Reporter on live broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, this has just turned historic. The jury is rebelling against the judge himself. Judge Cole collapses into his chair, sweat rolling down his forehead. Scene 8. The final BLOW. Jasmine walking forward, voice steady, unwavering. You wanted to bury me under $500 million, but instead, you've buried yourself under the weight of your corruption. This court doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the people, and today, the people reclaim it. Silence, followed by thunderous applause. Even the bailiffs, unsure of their loyalty, step back from Jasmine. Scene 9. The AFTRMATH. The media frenzy explodes outside. News anchors scream into cameras. Anchor. In a shocking turn, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett not only defied a $500 million fine but exposed Judge Harrison Cole's alleged ties to corporate bribery. The courtroom erupted in support for Crockett, leaving the judge isolated, disgraced, and possibly facing investigation himself. Scene 10. Jasmine's closing words. Jasmine exits the courthouse. Surrounded by flashing lights and microphones, she pauses, looks directly at the cameras. Jasmine final words. They thought $500 million would silence me, but justice doesn't have a price tag. If speaking the truth costs me everything, then I'll pay it gladly, because silence costs this country far more. The crowd erupts into chants of Jasmine, Jasmine, Jasmine. The screen fades to black. Outrn. A rota in one courtroom, a judge tried to end Jasmine Crockett's fight. Instead, she ended his credibility. $500 million may have been the number, but what truly bankrupted him was the truth.